Check, check, what do? Oh, nice. I clicked the go live thing from OBS and it works. The thing works. Alright, we got the DK64 OST in the background for our background music. We got shit to do. I got shit to do. Just a week away. The game jam submissions end Sunday evening. Sunday night. And that's less than a week now. Anyway, good luck to me. Good luck to me. As noted in the pinned chat message, there might be some stuff going on today. I may need to mute at times. If anyone's in chat and wants to chat, I can respond via text if I'm muted. So might be doing that. Anyway, what's the plan? What's the plan? I was writing this down earlier. Neo. Yeah, Nerd Neo if the programming sucks. Hold up. If the programming sucks. There you go. There you go. This is coding Neo. When am I not Nerd Neo? Am I always? I guess I've always been a bit nerdy, right? Okay. Alright, hello Justin Impeachable. It's time for me to do the thing I wrote down in my notes. Where's the thing I wrote down in my notes? Where's my obsidian? Okay, there we go. Drag characters to slots. So I was looking at how Super Auto Pets does that and literally just watching some dude play Scooty. It's a guy named Scooty. I've like seen some of his I used to watch some of his like Super Auto Pet stuff. But anyway, I was like paying attention to how the character slots in that game work and trying to think about how I'm going to recreate it. So here's the plan to recreate it. First, I need to make the characters draggable. That comes first. So have the visual position of the character, have it follow the actual position. We can add that later. That's just like a small thing we can add to make it smoother. When you release, it goes back to its actual position, which will be the character slot that's in. In combat, we're not going to be able to drag characters. We're going to have a character slot. This is going to be a Godot node. It'll have a region to detect when you're dragging a character over it. If you let go of the character while it's over that region, it will do the thing. It'll put the character in that slot. And I might need to make a team manager class to help out with that because it needs to store all the context of how many slots there are, which slots there are, where to move existing characters. And there's like two separate condition states we need to consider. So you're buying a character from a shop. I might switch the terminology to units instead of characters because I don't know, I just like it the name better, but whatever. I've already named them characters in the code, so oh well. But if you buy a character from the shop, so we'll have a shop, you drag the character from the shop to an open slot, or you merge it with an existing character, and then we'll have it do that. We don't have merging yet, we don't have character levels yet, so I'm gonna do that later. So we'll implement the merging stuff later, and hopefully if we designed it well, it should be relatively simple to add that onto the existing logic. Plan. Imagine planning anything out and not just saying fuck it, we ball. But yeah, I don't know. This is how I approach every coding issue. I feel is if I don't know exactly what I need to write down in my head already, I will write down the plan in English and then translate that into code. So there's that. Merging later. Yep. So if we're buying from the shop, then we can click and drag it to an empty slot, and that's the only case that matters. If we're moving a unit already in the slot, because order matters in these games, then we need to swap the order unless we're merging with another mergeable unit. We will worry about the mergeable part later, but we'll worry about the swap order part mostly. And so my plan for the distinguishing between merging and then swapping later on is gonna be to have a larger swap hitbox. Hello, Xenogoku. Have a larger swap hitbox that extends vertically over the thing. Oh, you can see that? Okay. Have a larger swap hitbox that extends vertically compared to just over the character slot itself. And also will only consider the merge case if the units are mergeable. So we'll have like a helper function for that or something. Again, that's for later. We'll worry about the later. On character pause updates, we update the character slot the character's in, and to do that, we're going to have some class that holds all the state for characters and their positions, and then the character slots they're in. I'm going to make something called team manager, probably. We already have a team manager, though, don't we? Yeah, we already have a team manager. This thing. Team manager. Which loads the teams, has an array of characters, so we'll just add in the character slots here. Of the combat manager. Does the combat manager already talk to the team manager? Yes, it does. Where are we using that? Where are we using that? Yeah, in start combat. So yeah. Might need to move some of that logic. But we're going to add in character slots into this team manager class. Right. On character pause update the character slots in. And then sets position. So the actual sprite, which means that we could, you know, swap out the last stream I think we turned the character Godot node. We changed it from this sprite to this control, this UI thing. If we're putting it inside a character slot, then I think we could you know, change it back to just being a sprite. Because I don't know what else we were using the control for. We weren't doing visible or anything. Right? Checking. Yeah, we weren't doing any of the control specific things. So this was only for getting it to look right inside of the these H boxes. G-Ball's so good, thank you, Ludogladius. I'm glad. It was a great deal at $17 for a customizable Chibi model. Definitely check out the artist. Shout outs to the artist in the YouTube description. Their name is hex code. Their name is a hex code. Their name is 0x4682B4. Go check them out. Anyway, what am I doing? All the things I just wrote down, that's what I'm doing. Oh, and then the shop. Yeah, add a character shop. Character is draggable if you have enough money to buy it. The purchase isn't finalized until the character is inserted or merged into the team. We're not going to worry about the merging just yet. And at the start of the game, we populate a box container. That's this H box container in main, probably these ones. Populate them with the character slots. So these containers are going to contain character slots instead. And probably the same in Combat Manager. Probably the same in Combat Manager. Right now it's an array of... What is it? Yeah, an array of characters. In the Combat Manager has an array of characters. But for consistent styling... we are probably going to turn those into character slots. That's a little awkward having it duplicated between Team Manager and Combat Manager. It is a little awkward. Am I worried about it? Should I be worried about it? Because like ideally we just store the character state once, have the visuals. Store like a duplicate array of the characters. Whatever. The reason we have these two arrays is like we're copying the characters over from the team to the Combat Manager, right? And that's because the set of characters that are in the combat are completely different from the set of characters that are in the team. They're duplicated from that. Which is what we want, right? Right? Whatever. This is a game jam. I need to focus more on velocity than any sort of code quality. So, character slot. What does a character slot need? I'll say what does it need? Just a minimum size and then like a sprite for the ground, I guess. Guess I could do it in like Ace Sprite or Ace Sprite or something. But I should probably like measure out how big I want these to be. Like in pixels. How wide are the characters? Like, for example, instantiate child scene, character TSCN. Right? How big are these? Now reverser engineer Morrowind. Sounds like a great idea. Sounds like a great idea. Just do a little disassembly. Do a little modding. I don't even know how big this sprite is. We did do, yeah, it's a 200 pixel wide. Okay, yeah, 50% of 400 by 400 square. So yeah, I'm probably gonna make it look like a path tile or something, kind of like again taking inspiration from Super Auto Pets. So 200 pixel wide gray path tile, or I guess it'll be white for winter snow time stuff. All right, let's draw that in GIMP, I guess. I'm straight up GIMPing it. Just 200 by 200. Add an alpha channel, delete this. Delete this. Make it little blue. Make it nice and wintry themed. Wow. Art. I love art. I would make a perfect ellipse, but I feel like it'll look better if it's slightly jank. So all right, perfect. There we go. Intentional jank is the best. Yeah. That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. Alrighty. What do I do now? Halfway done with my tea mug. I'll get some more later. We're making a new scene? Yeah, a new scene. 2D scene? It's a control though, isn't it? This one should be a control actually. Definitely. This is a we'll call it a character slot because I think that's what we named it in the notes. Yeah, character slot. Slotting it. What's this game about? Have you seen Super Auto Pets? It's basically gonna be Super Auto Pets taking some inspiration from Slay the Spire, and also I've never actually played Super Auto Pets. But it's an auto battler. It's an auto battler. That means you build a team of characters, you buy them items and upgrades and stuff to make the most optimal build, and typically it's a PvP game, but you can also do it PvE. And considering this is a game jam game and there's no guarantee that there's going to actually be a number of people playing it, I'm going to make the PvE mode first, and I'm going to balance it for PvE first. And then eventually, if there are enough people playing, then we can consider PvP. And balancing it for that and all. So the one thing that's like an advantage when you're going to PvE versus PvP is that you can get a little wild with it. You can make things go a little crazy with it, you know? Heck yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah, you can get like broken synergies and have it feel good to play with and not annoying as hell to play against. So one thing I'm thinking about for the future is like, we could have separate balancing for PvE and PvP modes. So have like a separate pool of items and cards for PvE versus PvP. Kind of like how StarCraft has the campaign mode and the versus mode. Character slot. And I need to actually do some research on how you like click and drag things over in Godot. Raid! Ah! Thank you, Suzuki Churiko. I was not expecting this. I'm just doing my thing. I'm just coding it. I'm straight up coding it. Thank you for the raid. Happy New Year. Thank you. Okay. What am I doing? I was gonna look up a Godot tutorial actually, or read the Godot docs maybe. Let's see. We need something where you can like draggable, screen drag, GD script drag, like mouse over, mouse in general. You get a lot on Twitter. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, I haven't been watching that many streamers that much, but I am aware of you. I found you after your collab with Brolime. Find game dev stuff unique. Oh, that's good. It's good to hear. I feel like I haven't touched it all that much. As like a relatively, it's like been a relatively small part of my content. I haven't. Let's see. I did Rabbit Hopper. I've done a few streams on FPS Survivors, and then this is, I guess, the third game thing that I'm working on stream. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. 2D movement. This isn't what I want. This is, I'm looking for, yeah, like mouse over. Then I need like a draggable. You know what? I should just look for like a click and drag example someone else made, because I'm sure there's a billion of them. Godot, click and drag. Drag object tutorial. Drag and drop. Drag and drop? Oh, this sounds like what we want. Okay. All right, I'm react streaming.
Welcome back to another tutorial. Today we will dive into creating a simple drag down system in Godot.
Where's the window? There we go. We're react streaming.
You would find in an inventory system. This system will
by
allow
Diecode.
objects to snap into
Hey,
designated areas
have fun. Thank you. Thank you.
If dropped outside.
Have a good time.
And you know the best part? You can customize it in any way you like. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. First, create an empty scene. Static body 2D as a root node, along with collision shape 2D and a
I love lurkers. I love lurking. I love lurking myself. I respect the lurkers. You are acknowledged, lurkers. Get acknowledged.
These components create the designated spot for our object to snap into. And we are using static body 2D for this demo. You can choose other body type as well, like rigid body or
static body 2D.
But
I hear an Indian accent. I was about to. I was considering whether or not to comment on that.
Otherwise, the object will be able to detect it.
Where would we be without Indian coding tutorials?
Group to this scene. Now we only want this to be visible when we start dragging, and to control.
I'm Indian, so don't worry. All right, thank you.
Also known as autoload, to track whether we are currently dragging something or not. So in this script, we will define an isDragging.
This is actually what I was considering doing, was doing like a global thing for the currently dragged object. So if he's doing it, then yeah, that makes me feel better about doing it that way. Drink a 6-pack of Red Bull. Stay up all year. All year for the rest of the year. No, I'm sensitive to caffeine, even though I'm drinking tea right now that contains some caffeine. I feel like the caffeine from tea affects me in a better way than caffeine from like soda and from coffee. I don't know. Could just be placebo effect or something. I don't know. Sleep deprivation accepts everyone. Everyone's welcome to get addicted to caffeine and be physically dependent on it.
So moving on, we will now create an object that we can drag. We will use node 2D as a root, which contains a sprite, an area 2D, and a collision shape. The area 2D will help us to detect when the mouse interact with the object and when we entered any droppable area. So that's why we will attach both
Okay, area
mouse
2D,
insert
collision
and
shade
body
2D.
insert signal to our script. In our
Pretty
draggable
simple?
object script, we will handle everything related to
Maybe?
moving and interacting with our objects. We'll start by defining several variables. First one is draggable, to keep track of whether the object can be dragged. This ensures we don't move it when the player is dragging somewhere else. Then we have is inside droppable, which will help us to know if the object is currently inside the droppable area. This body reference variable is to hold a reference of the droppable area.
That might be awkward if with the sizes. I should probably create like some gap between the slots to avoid any issues of like multiple droppable areas intersecting.
Area when the
I love
object
caffeine.
enters it.
I'm
Now, first thing first, as
been
soon
trying to
as our
avoid it
mouse
for a
is
while, and I'm
inside
kind of
our
sensitive to it.
object, we will make sure if we are not dragging anything else, then we set the draggable.
But I guess
to
I'm fine
true.
with T.
And also for some feedback effect, I'm
Do like
scaling the
T.
sprite just
I
a
don't know.
little.
Maybe I'm just addicted to caffeine
Similarly,
now.
Our mouse leave the object, we will reset the draggable to false and bring scaling back to normal. And now it's looking pretty good. After that, we will work on the body insert function, which will be triggered.
Oh,
when
that's a good
the
idea.
droppable
To change the scale to show if it's draggable. And like lerp it or something. Latte is just Italian for milk. Oh. Latte, cappuccino. I think I like cappuccino for the ratio of milk a bit better.
area enters the object. So after confirming the entered body is a droppable
But also I don't tend to drink coffee.
area, we set the is droppable
Unless it's decaf. I drink decaf.
to true. Then we change the color of that body to Rebecca purple with opacity 1. And finally, we will store this body in a body reference variable that we created. Similarly, when the body has exited, we will reset the is droppable to false and reset the color.
Hold on, I need to think about whether or not this is going to work for my case. It's inside droppable. Why wouldn't it work? I just need to adjust like a bit of logic. My concern is, what if we drag it and then it's over 2 slots and then I'm gonna have to do thing. Actually, you're using 2D bodies here. I was thinking of just directly checking if like the mouse was over a certain area and use that to give myself more control over whether or not it's in a certain area. But there is, just area 2D mouse entered and then area 2D mouse exited. Would that be on the slots or is that going to be on the... Let's see. If we're in the dragging state, so you mouse over the character. We mouse over the character. And if we're not in the dragging state, then we click and drag it. Then we're dragging the character. And if we mouse over a character slot, then we put the character in that character slot. Do we? Like a nice mochaccino, smooth chocolate-like flavor. Ooh. Sounds good. Does sound good. I do try to avoid like sugary drinks usually, but
color to
does sound good.
Again with opacity 0.7. So with these two functions, our droppable area changes color.
I do like
when
coffee
we
like
are
as a
inside.
flavor though.
And with that done, the only thing
Coffee
left is to
flavor.
write the process function to handle the drag. So inside
What's the other one?
we first set
The
draggable
affogato, where it's just like espresso over ice cream. I don't think I've ever actually tried it though. I definitely want to try it.
is true because we don't want to do unnecessary calculation. After that, we look for when user has pressed the left mouse button. Then we can simply set the
Just a cappuccino with mocha powder though. It doesn't have to be sugary. Well, in my experience, it's all like Starbucks drinks and stuff and they're loaded with sugar. But I guess that's on me and not going to like any fancy coffee shops that don't do it like that. I don't know.
Object position to our mouse position.
Or, you know, I guess I could just make it myself, right? What do you need? I guess you need special equipment though. Do you? How do you like foam the milk without a, you know, espresso machine? Whatever.
But when you do that, you will see I'm able to drag the object, but while grabbing it, it is snapped to the cursor. But I want the object to maintain its position relative to cursor. So that's why we have to create one more variable offset. And in the is action just pressed, we can store the offset by subtracting our position from mouse position. Also, this is where we set the is draggable to true, which we have created in the autoload script. Now, after getting the offset, we can simply subtract it from our mouse position. And after doing that, you will notice it maintains its position and I can now move it easily. Then comes the final part when we release the mouse button. Now, if we release the mouse button outside the area, the object should return to its original position. Whereas, if we release it inside the droppable area, I want the object to snap to it.
Okay, that behavior is what I want from it, yeah. So actually, this is like pretty much entirely stuff I want, right? I'm just thinking about how it's gonna be Node2Ds instead of UI stuff. I guess the Node2Ds can be inside of UI stuff. And then my other concern is if the slots are too close together, then there might be multiple bodies it can enter. So maybe it would be better just have another global variable for which slot we're over. One sec. I'm back. I'm alive. I'm alive. Yeah. Okay. I say fuck it, we just copy like 90% of this code and it should do what we want. In case you have problems, your drag and drop doesn't work. The object change scale, check if you added the click action in the input map. Set the mouse filter to ignore on the color rect in the main scene. Oh. Alright, sure. Check if the body rev is the same as the body's left. Whatever, this is like 90% going to be what I want, so I'm just gonna go with it.
Along with collision shape 2D and a cut.
Okay. You say static body 2D, add a collision shape 2D, and then the texture, right? Okay. You know, let's do it like this. Rectangle, yeah. And a size of 200 by 200. That seems good. Two chemists walk into a bar. The first chemist goes, "I'll have a glass of H2O." The second chemist goes, "I'll have water also." The first chemist leaves, upset at his failed assassination attempt. The other anti-joke version of that I like is like, the second chemist says, "I'll have H2O too." And then the bartender pours him a glass of water because he interprets his words like a normal fucking person would. Alright, where are you going? Actually, speaking of like dumb wordplay pun stuff, I've been rewatching BoJack Horseman. I'm like 3/4 of the way through season 1. And I found myself enjoying like the dumb animal jokes and the dumb puns a lot more on my second watch through. I never finished it, or like the first time through. I think I got like partway through season 4 and I stopped. But I kind of feel like finishing it this time, so I'm enjoying it. I like how it manages to like balance the goofy, silly parts and the more serious parts. Anyway.
Snap into, and we are using static body 2D for this demo. You can choose other body type as well. Will not be able to detect roll that. We will use a global script, also known as autoload.
All right, make a global script.
Visual effect, making the a. We will let's create a script.
Just call it drag state. Or I already have a global game state or something. Oh, one sec. Yeah, so I guess I'll just use game state for this.
For our droppable area. In the ready function, we set a visual effect, making the area semi-transparent when an object is not inside it. And the process function ensures the area is only visible when we are dragging something. So moving on, we will now create an object that we can drag.
Piece of string goes into a bar that doesn't serve pieces of string and gets kicked out. Mwah. Mwah.
We will use Node 2D as a root, which contains a sprite, an area 2D, and a collision.
Actually, speaking of BoJack Horseman, I remember like reading discussions around the time that whatever seasons 1 through 3 were coming out that I was watching at the time, and they're saying, is the whole show like an elaborate setup for the longest a horse walks into the bar and the bartender asks why the long face joke? It's almost like the entire concept of the series is like that. Anyway. What else am I doing? What else am I doing? ties himself into a knot and rough ups his hair, and then goes back inside. The bartender asks, "Aren't you a piece of string?" And the string said, "I'm afraid not."
We set a visual making the area semi-transparent when an object is not inside it, and the process function Y for this demo.
Okay.
Type as well, like rigid body or correct. Otherwise,
Okay.
also means to be visible when
Okay.
we start dragging.
Platform.
Global script, also known as or not.
Yeah, the is
script.
dragging
Now
variable.
let's create a script for
Is
our
that all we
droppable
need?
area. In the ready function,
I made
we
Neo
set
die
a visual
inside.
effect, making the
Yes. Yes. I like puns, but I also hate them.
semi-transparent when an object is not inside it, and the process function ensure will now create as a root which contains a sprite, an area 2D, and a collision.
Okay. We have the character. The character is also a control. I was gonna move this out of control actually. I was gonna, let's see, make this the scene root. Make this extend sprite 2D. Although I guess we'll need actually no, make this node 2D. Make this node 2D. Make this the scene root. Attach the script of character. Sprite 2D, that's a sprite. That's a sprite 2D. Anim player, yep. Damage numbers origin. The thing named damage numbers origin. Delete this control. Add an area 2D? Yeah, add an area 2D. And then add a collision shape 2D. This collision shape 2D should match the character. Rectangle. So this is what, 200 by 200? Yes, it is. Alright. Could even make them a bit bigger. That's fine. I wonder if you and TN1 get along, so he's the king of puns and dad jokes. I can appreciate a good pun. I will also groan at a bad pun.
The area 2D will help us to detect when the mouse interact with the object and when we insert any droppable area. So that's why we will attach both mouse insert and body insert.
I should store this base scale somewhere. Yeah. Export var base scale is upload equals 0.5. And then we'll adjust the scale based on that.
Signal to our script. In our draggable object script, we will handle everything related to moving and interacting with our objects. We start by defining several variables. First one is draggable to keep track of whether the object
collision
can be dragged.
object.
This ensures we don't move it when the player is this body detect area.
Hold up. Script. Okay, yes, it's in collision object 2D. Okay.
In our draggable object script, we will handle everything related to moving
to this
and
script.
interacting with our objects. We start by defining several variables. First one is draggable to keep track of whether the object can be dragged. This ensures we don't move it when the player is dragging somewhere else. Then we have is inside droppable, which will help us to know if the object is currently inside the droppable area. This body reference variable is to hold a reference of the droppable area when the object enters it. Now, first thing first, as soon as our mouse enters inside our object, we will make sure if we are not dragging anything else, then we set the draggable to true, and also for some feedback effect, I'm scaling the sprite just a
Let's see. Let's see. I guess we don't even need to set the sprite scale specifically. We could just set the node 2D scale. I'll still do just the sprite scale, I think, since we have the reference already. But I'll add the var draggable. Bool. Bool. It's false. And game, was it game state dot is dragging. So this draggable bool to true. Is that sprite scale? Or I could do vector 2.1 times space scale times 1.1. Yeah, do that.
A little bit. Similarly, when our mouse leaves the object, we will reset the draggable to false and bring scaling back to normal. And now it's looking pretty good. After that, we will work on
Do the same here. Whoops. That game state is dragging. Draggable is false. Scale is vector 2.1 times base scale. And honestly, I could export a variable for, yeah, export var mouse over scale 1.1. Yeah.
on the body intert function, which will be triggered when any droppable area enters the object. So after confirming
Body dot is in group on area 2D body entered. So what was my concern here? Is that we could enter two droppables at the same time. And with characters like 200 pixels big, pretty possible for that to happen. So actually, I'd rather have it be done. Huh.
opacity
Let's keep watching.
3.7. So with these two functions, our that we look for when user has pressed the left mouse button, then we can simply set the object position to our mouse position. But when you do that, you will see I'm able to drag the object, but while grabbing it, true, and because we don't want to do unnecessary calculation. After that, we look for when user has pressed the left mouse button, then we can simply set the object position to our mouse position. But when you do that, you will see I'm able to drag the object, but while grabbing it, it is snapped to the cursor. But I want the object to maintain its position relative to cursor. So that's why we have to create one more variable offset, and in the is action just pressed, we can store the offset by subtracting our position from mouse position. Also, this is where we set the is draggable to true, which we have created in the autoload script.
Object.
Now,
this
after
is
creating
in,
the
yeah, this is
offset,
our
we can
character
simply
script.
subtract it from our mouse position, and after doing that, you will notice it maintains its position and I can now move it easily. Then comes the final part when we release the mouse button.
It's getting a little weird having both the like draggable logic and the game state logic in here. I guess I could just refactor to composition, like add another node in here for the actual data stuff and then another node for draggable. But I don't give a fuck. But I don't give a fuck. This is a game jam. I need to focus on velocity. Okay. So in process, if draggable, if draggable, if input is action just pressed, click. We don't have click. We don't have click, do we? Input map, show built-in. I don't think there's a click. Actually, we need to make our own. Frick it. Add new action. Click. Add. Hide the built-in actions. Add. Left mouse button. That's all we want, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about controller support, especially not for the Game Jam release. Alright, click. If it is action, just press click.
If we release the mouse button outside the area, the object should return to its original position. Whereas, if we release it inside the droppable area, I want the object to snap to it. So in the is action,
you know, another thing I'm thinking about is for the future, add cosmetic skins for more replay value. For more reasons to, for more rewards and stuff to give. But again, I need an artist to, I don't know, make anything like that effectively. I'm going to put some text in the main menu saying looking for artist will pay an exposure. I'm looking for someone who, like me, is willing to work for free to make this game something appealing.
we first set the is dragging to fall.
And honestly, it could be multiple artists, given if I plan to do like skins and stuff. I would be fine with having a mishmash of a bunch of different artists who just want to do like a little fan art, something sprite for their characters, for their Oshi VTubers. You know, I could do something like that. Kind of like I know Holocure and then Holobreak had like a ton of guest artists for certain things, for certain like in-game stuff. So I don't know how many people are interested in that in the FaZe community, but we'll find out.
Then for moving the object, I will create a twin. And then if we are inside the droppable area, I want to set the object's position equal to drops in property we want out, or a event going to be similar as up.
Yeah, okay. Me when I blindly copy the code. No, I know what this code does. Draggable stuff. Gameplay stuff. Little goofy art. Draggable bar. Just call it drag offset. Vector 2. Our drag initial pause vector 2. Of this node, right? Yeah. Drag offset. Game state. This dragging is true. If input is action pressed, click. Global pause. Make global mouse pause minus offset. That is in the dragging state. Elif input. And then we can also do like the thing for making the sprite sort of follow the actual position. So it's like tweened and stuff. Just release, click. This is game state. Is dragging false. This is a tricky part. Because here we're keeping a reference to the slot. The body. Nothing's stopping me from just doing that, right? If anything, I should just like move the stuff. How are you today? Good. Feeling better than a day or two ago. Better than a day or two ago in terms of being down with the sickness. Hello, Pom Pom. But yeah, I'm drinking more herbal tea, Hoyan Hor tea. I'm sure the caffeine helps too. I feel like the caffeine from tea affects me differently from like the caffeine from coffee and soft drinks, because I always feel the crash when it comes to like coffee and soft drinks, but I don't feel the crash when it comes to tea. So I wonder what exactly is causing that. Because I'm pretty sure it's not just like a placebo thing, that like there are noticeable differences in how your body processes the caffeine from when you're drinking coffee and when you're drinking tea. Or it could just be the other stuff in the tea. I don't know. Maybe I'm just coping. Coping is me not wanting to admit that I'm becoming a caffeine addict. Pretty sure just being the flavor cord makes people sick. I woke up today feeling like trash. Oh no. Oh no, did you catch the... It could be the same thing. It could just be like, you know, seasonal flu thing that everyone's catching. Yeah. A little scary, especially like if you're around older young people. Been a caffeine addict for years now. Wish I could quit caffeine. Yeah. I was there for a while, I think. I don't know. I think I can still be off it, but while I'm not feeling the best, I kind of want to have, you know, some tea that makes me feel better. Don't you just love being trapped in the prison of flesh? From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh. Hello, monkey boy. Oh, that's a new rice fact. Rice plant can grow 1 to 1.8 meters tall, or occasionally more depending on the variety and soil fertility. It has long, slender leaves, 50 to 100 centimeters long, 2 to 2.5 centimeters broad. Small, wind-pollinated flowers are produced. I've never really seen rice flowers, I think. What the rice flower looks like. I'm curious, actually. Rice flower, like Flower. Actually, this is not the rice. This is a flower called rice flower. I'm looking for the actual rice plant. Is it rice? Not Rice University. Cereal grain. Oh, this is the rice plant. These are the seed heads. Huh. Huh. Very interesting. Swollen pollinated flowers produced in a branched arching to pendulous inflorescence 30 to 50 centimeters long. Edible seed is a grain 5 to 12 millimeters long, 2 to 3 millimeters thick. It can come in many shapes and colors. Neat. Headache plus tummy hurt plus the runs. I wanted to disintegrate this morning. Oh no. It was more of a respiratory thing for me. It was like sore throat, sore upper nose part of the throat, and stuffy nose, and yeah, bit of a headache. Actually, kind of significant headache. Well, not that significant, but an annoying headache. So get the dragged over. Here we need to, yeah, to do, get the, this one to do. Get the, do you have allergies? Generally yes. Generally yes. I guess I'll find out how bad it is this coming allergy season. I don't know. I guess I like forget how bad it is sometimes. But sometimes I feel like I'm not that affected. Sometimes it's horrible though. but we'll see. How's constipation, headache, nausea, fever, eventual uncontrollable vomiting sound? That sounds like not a good time. I was just watching Giga posted a clip of like 30 minutes of her talking about her ovarian cancer situation. The health thing that she's mentioned, but didn't go into that much detail until she just made a clip about like talking about the situation in more detail, and how they had to do a crazy surgery because it was like a gigantic cyst filled with the outside of the cyst was like the more benign cancer cells, but like inside the cyst was like filled with a mix of like malignant and non-malignant cancer cells, and she managed to recover from it, and that's pretty amazing. And that was like what got her into streaming in the first place, was and like quitting a good tech job, was that she genuinely didn't know whether or not she was gonna live. That happened to me. Oh no. Oh no. Get the dragged over character slot, otherwise return to visual character slot. So that dragged over character slot we're gonna store in game state, I think. And then and then we'll send like a global signal to move this character to that slot, I think, somehow, somewhere. See, this could be a shop slot, or this could be in the team slot, so I guess we just store those in the same file because we need access to them in the same script. In team manager, I guess. Okay, so in team manager, ooh, it's gonna be awkward having it in team manager versus in shop manager. Maybe team manager is more like a dragging manager at this point. And then handle any like transactions in shop manager. That's awkward. Maybe I need to stop bothering about trying to separate out these things, because there's kind of no way we can separate out these things fully. Like some shop logic has to be in the team logic dragging logic, and some dragging logic has to be in the shop logic. So maybe I just need to like combine the two. Oh well. Anyone else find themselves always falling for the biggest nerds? That's the part I've always been like concerned about my entire life. What is the actual like market value of being a nerdy guy / girl? Like, I don't know, growing up it's always the tropes of like the nerds are the unpopular ones, they're the uncool ones, right? The other thing I think about is this might get into like I don't know, red pill manosphere type talk, but like, what is the sexual market value of a nerdy guy, right? There are girls who say they like nerdy guys, but what is the actual value of a quote unquote nerdy guy, right? Maybe, I mean, maybe I'm just thinking about this wrong. Maybe like there's parts to whether or not someone is attractive that is like irrelevant to the concept of nerd / not nerd, and then reducing it to the concept of just nerd / not nerd is an oversimplification. It's like a reductive point of view that's kind of missing the full picture. You know what? That makes sense to me. I'm gonna go with that outlook because it makes me feel better about the whole thing. People are complicated. People are complicated. And trying to boil it down to nerds are unpopular or nerds are popular is not the way to go. It's an oversimplification. Need nerd GF? You asked me, nerds are cute as hell. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I think it's natural to be attracted to people who are like you in a certain way. Hence, I like when VTubers are extremely passionate about nerdy thing and are total nerds about something. God. To me, that's like the magic of VTubing, is finding people who are like you. They just don't go outside. People who are like you, but just don't go outside. People who are into things that you are into. People who are, you know, outside of like the, whatever the mainstream expectation of what it is to be into or to be excited about. I don't know. My partner can talk for hours about something like Warhammer 40k, which I know absolutely nothing about, and be utterly passionate about it so much that they're literally beaming. That's hot. I want a woman that's a hell of a lot smarter than me. Honestly, me too, kinda. Me too, kinda. But I try not to obsess over it too much, because I know that's like statistically limiting my options a lot. No offense. No offense, women. I'm sorry, women. Even then, that's like kind of a vague or reductionist kind of label or judgment to make, like what is smarter than you or what is dumber than you. Like we're all smart and skilled in very specific things, right? And even not even just technical things, like social things, emotional awareness, things like those I think of as separate skills and separate levels of smartness. There's a whole concept of emotional quotient as opposed to IQ, intelligence quotient, IQ versus EQ, right? And I think it's all valuable. That might sound like a very fence-sitter thing to say. I just realized, but oh well. This isn't going to help the increased female percentage. Sorry, women. I'm sorry, women. Me writing an apology letter to women. Please watch my streams, women. Please grow to more than 1.3% of my viewership. I know what I like, but I also know I can't get exactly what I like. Top priority is, do I love this person? Do they love me? Sorry, rejected. I'm sorry. It's so over. All right, time to give up. Time to become an incel. Black pilled. Something maxing. I'm gonna become a looks maxer, something maxer. I'm VTubing maxer. I don't even know. Statistically speaking, half of all women aren't as smart as the average woman. Woman. Damn. Actually, you're talking about the median. Statistically speaking, half of all women aren't as smart as the median woman. Okay, that's enough. God, I feel that feels bad just to say or make that joke. That's not even a joke. That's just me being, or I need to lean into it more. I need to be like, actually, I need to be extra, actually annoying nerd voice for it to be funny. Now he's mansplaining. It's so over. It's so over for me. Just put it up on Twitter. Just cancel me on Twitter now. Make me graduate now. Just prove that you're on point. No. No, we need more positive role models. We need more positive examples. I'm gonna code this project. I'm gonna how am I gonna store the dragged over character slot state? all that state. Because, right? Because I was thinking of like the two situations of do swapping and then dragging from the shop to an open slot. Sup, new? Hello, Bapper McBapper. Today we're talking about women and getting ourselves canceled on Twitter. I'm what I like to call an idiotic genius. In some ways I'm smart as hell, while in others I can't find two brain cells to rub together. No, that sounds understandable. I feel dumb as hell sometimes when I'm bashing my head against a problem like this that's probably extremely simple. Extremely simple? No, that's exaggerating. There's no way this is like extremely simple, but it's the solution is probably not as hard as I'm making it out to be. I'm probably just overthinking. What do we need to store in game state actually? Or drag original char slot. Bar drag end char slot. I have that too. I wonder if it's connected to the awesome I have. Yeah, we're just min-maxing. We're just min-maxers. We're min-maxing our our knowledge in certain areas, as opposed to other areas, like in how to not offend all women. Very inclusive. We're an exclusive community. We even allow women to participate. I'm autistic too. Possibly I'm autistic too. Got diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome when I'm 10. You know, while it was still a thing. Oh my god. You got in before they closed the gate on Asperger's syndrome and combined it into the autism spectrum disorder. You got the rare legacy, the contraband diagnosis. It's like the M4A4 howl in CSGO. Nice. 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 I remember I took the test on stream, didn't I? The rads are. It was like what? Some autism? It was like some autistic traits, but like under the threshold for like being autism. I don't know how, I guess how accurate those online tests can be. I feel like I was definitely more autistic, or like showing symptoms of autism as a young one, as a teen, as a child. They kept girl Boston gaslit the Aspergers. Got to experience autism before the patch 1.05 nerf. Yeah, you got in well as good. before the nerf. Pre-nerf autism. But yeah, I've never been diagnosed, but I feel like I have displayed a lot of traits as a child, historically. I should, yeah, make a character slot. Class. Yeah, character slot. Does this even have a script right now? No, it doesn't. But I'm going to need one, so might as well. Attach script. Create. Give this a class name. Character slot. Yeah, that sounds good. And this could be null, so these should be nullable. Oh, and then do like an is valid check. Which we need to talk to the... Oh, we need to talk to the like team manager thing. So actually... If team manager is going to be the one that handles all these character slots, we will probably need a reference to it, won't we? God, I don't like having to do it this way, but you know what? That's fine. I love globals. I love globals. This is game dev. It's going to be messy as hell. And we're going to need a lot of globals, aren't we? Remember when Father Autism died? Father Autism. Okay, at this point... Here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Without the tutorial. We can figure this out from here, right? The characters also need references to the character slots. So... It's going to be set in, what, Team Manager? Yeah, let Team Manager set var. Something like cur character slot is a character slot so that we have a reference to it. And then when we start dragging, that would be this. And then game state dot drag original character slot equals, yeah, cur character slot. Then we set these references set in team manager. And to do set in team manager. Love watching you game dev because I have no clue what you're doing. Is that good or bad for the stream experience? In some ways, you know, when you watch any coding stream, I feel, coding is hard enough when you have spent a bunch of time looking at the code. If you're just dropping into a random coding stream for the first time, even if you spent a bunch of time looking at the code and you aren't like the person writing the code, then your mental model probably... What I'm saying is, it takes a long time to understand a piece of code just from reading it, depending on your familiarity with the language. I guess if you're familiar with... I guess it depends, actually. I guess it depends. But, like, I have a bunch of different scripts here, and... Like, if you wanted to understand how this code works, you would be, like, jumping around all these different scripts and reading it and trying to understand it. But if you're just watching the stream, then I feel like it's probably not great for actually understanding it if you are trying to understand it. And, you know, the code is open source on GitHub, so... I guess I haven't advertised that very much, but this is in a public repo, if anyone, like, wants to follow along at home. Gaslight Gatekeep Roblox just live, laugh, love for modern emos. That's what I was saying earlier. Watching someone enjoy something I know nothing about is attractive and nerdy. Actually, I understand that. I understand that. As a VTuber enjoyer, as someone who enjoys watching other VTubers be excited and nerdy about things, I understand. Oh wait, that's... Oh, so that's the appeal of this stream. That's the appeal of these kinds of streams. Oh. I'm sure there's, like, gonna be at least one viewer who is an actual game dev who uses Godot and is, like, somewhat familiar with GDScript and can somewhat follow along. But even, like, the person who is familiar with Godot, I'm not expecting anyone to be, like, following along as closely as the person who is actually writing this code. Which, I guess I don't watch coding streams that much. So I don't know, like, I don't have, like, a full understanding of the appeal of coding streams or whether or not people when they watch coding streams aim to actually like understand the code, or if people who do coding streams aim to like fully explain what is going on in the code, as opposed to just they're like speaking for them to themselves, or it's more like co-working kind of, or maybe you're working on another project and you're just like somewhat following along. I don't know. I'm sure there's some people out there who are cracked enough to understand a code base purely from watching someone else code in it for a bit. I guess that just depends on your familiarity with Godot, though. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I dream about cheese. It's like I'm reading hieroglyphics. To me, it's just text on a screen. Ever some ancient text. Isn't Godot woke? Oh, it's Neocon wokes? Yeah, I did a whole stream talking about that. With the dumbass clickbait thumbnail. I know the Rito fork exists, and there's been like a couple updates on there. It's not like there's been anything. If there was something significant on there that I needed, then I'd consider switching over. I just don't give a shit about any dumb little PR mistakes that Godot makes at this point, unless it's gonna actually destroy support for the engine. Metal Gear Solid. Maybe someday I'll play it. I don't know if I'll ever try to learn coding, but I just like to watch less listen to people being productive. It makes me want to work on my own little hobbies. That's another probably good point about the appeal of coding streams. I think for the longest time I always felt like coding streams weren't like good for content, that they probably wouldn't make good content. But I guess there is like some enjoyment to be had, or even like just using it as background noise, like second monitor content like I always do. Especially if you're like co-working alongside it, if you're doing your own work or whatever. What a thrill, the darkness and silence of the night. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Okay, where are we? Do set this in Team Manager. Frick. Okay, so if we are dragging and we mouse over the character slot. If we are dragging and we mouse over the character slot. Here. Let's connect this. Connect this. Oh. If game state dot drag is dragging. If the mouse enters this character slot and we're dragging, set game state dot drag end character slot to this self. Sorry, Python. If the mouse exits, if we're dragging, then drag end character slot is null. And then we do null checks at the end, whether or not to go to the end care slot or the original care slot. If game state dot drag end care slot, then to do set call a team manager function to update this characters slot to do all the moving and managing for that. And then also wait a minute. Hello, Crazy Penny. Rules of nature. I really like Ken Ashcorp's cover of Rules of Nature, the acoustic one. It was really good. Excited for the second Master Collection to come out so I can play MGS4 and stuff. Nice. Nice. What am I doing? And this wind is slow and the fire's hot. Alright. Alright. Actually, I want to play Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Someday. Someday. Just for all the memes. Just because of all the memes. Someday. Yes, someday, Cyclopus. Someday. If it's on sale. Actually, no, the Steam sale's still going on, isn't it? MGR, it's $18 for a game from 2014. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. The memes, the DNA of the soul. I literally, this VTuber model was literally cheaper than than Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on Steam right now. Erase this meme from the face of the earth. What am I doing? One sec. Hello. Where'd these question marks come from? What did I press? I'm so confused. Not this. Not this. That was it. It was Control-Shift-5 was my hotkeys for it. Anyway. Let's turn that BGM down a bit. I'm free! I'm free! I'm free from the curse. I can speak! I can speak! Okay. We had another variable to game. This is for swapping logic, for planning. Beyond that, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, add a cons max character slots, create a character slot, make characters draggable. We want this in Team Manager, the character slots? Oh, is this a BGM loud? I think it's like, what's that, 10 decibels quieter than my voice? Maybe move that a little down a bit more. Anyway. But yeah. I'm playing Astro's Playroom, got hit by a flying car while gliding in SSD Speedway. No idea what that means. But nice. Crap, I'm actually hungry. I had instant noodles with some chicken for breakfast. And then some like cookies and milk. That probably wasn't good for me, but Astro's Playroom is Pixo's Astrobot. Oh, is it like part of Astrobot? Is it like a free something? Is it like a add-on something? Okay. We wanted the character slots to be stored in Team Manager. We wanted there to be like helper functions in Team Manager to deal with swapping the characters. And do we store these as arrays of characters, or do we store them as arrays of character slots? No, we still want the characters, right? And we'll just sort of sync them up into the character slots. Our player team slots is an array of character slot. Same with this for the enemy team. Just to have them the same. Then for combat, for the sake of consistency, you probably also want these character slots to like move them around. It's just a little awkward, but oh well. Here for velocity, not for DRY. Actually, we want to avoid DRY because don't repeat yourself, I think, is bad in this case, and especially in like game dev where a lot of things can change. Astrobot is a tech demo, but also a full game. Astro's Playroom is like a tech demo that comes with every PS5. Ah. Neat. PlayStation. I saw some of the like footage of that and how there's like a billion physics objects and particles. And I'm assuming they're using like compute shaders or something for that. I was like messing around with compute shaders for a while on FPS Survivors. I just wish I had like more of a better framework for doing stuff like that. I guess I could build it myself. But I ran into the code being a goddamn mess because I was trying to do everything like fuck it we ball style. But yeah, it seems like there's a ton of potential for very unique stuff and experiences in compute shaders that not a lot of games seem to be taking advantage of in terms of like performance and being able to simulate shitloads of stuff on screen. Like there's the Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, which seems like more of a tech demo than a full game or anything. And then I think there's like a sequel to that or something. But that seems like it's being done with compute shaders. Anyway, what am I doing? Character slots. Load initial teams. Okay. So probably in here, right? And then a cons max character slots. Or heck, even an export var. Export var max care slots. I'm getting lazy, so I'm just gonna do character as care slots, and then I'm thinking 6. It'll be an Overwatch size team. It'll be an Overwatch 1 size team. For eye in range, max care slots. Player team slots dot. Oh right, the character slot needs to have a reference to the character too. Right? 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 Oh, hi JK. Ah, thank you for the raid! Thank you for the raid, hello! The Bonk Squad sends their regards. Oh no, don't bonk me. Or, you know what, if you bonk me lightly, then it'll be okay. Anyway, I'm coding. Welcome raiders. Welcome lurkers, apparently. Hello. Hello, don't worry, I respect you even if you choose to lurk. I'm a lurker myself. I understand. Not necessarily like want me to call you out or something. Get acknowledged, get acknowledged. Get acknowledged, are you scared away yet? Have you been scared away by me? Acknowledging you're lurking yet? Okay. What are we doing? Player team slots. Bar slot equals. Let's see, we need a packed scene for export var. Sung for 4.5 hours straight for the charity incentive on our last one. Nice. Damn, that's crazy. Nice. That sounds like that would hurt my voice. It sounds like that would hurt my voice. I usually get tired after like 2 to 3 hours. And my voice is like shot. But I guess that's the type of songs I'm singing usually. Alright, character slot scene is a packed scene. Character slot is character slot scene instantiate. Okay. And we're storing an index on that character slot, right? That's relevant, right? I don't actually know if we're storing an index on the character slot or if that's relevant. Well, no. We need... Huh. Wait, do we need the index? Do we need the index? Character needs a reference to its character slot, but like the indices are technically just in the array, right? So we don't need to really store them on the slots themselves. Okay, I'm not going to store them on the slots themselves then. Until we need them. Karaoke endurance. Oh man. Anyway, congrats. Congrats. It sounds like a difficult but fun stream. Love playing Xbox Remote Play. Is that the like the cloud streaming kind of thing? Okay. Okay. What the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Player team slots. Append the slot. And then var enemy slot is going to be the same thing. And then same thing here. I miss my Vim keys. I miss my Vim keys. I guess there's like a Godot editor extension that adds Vim keys. I guess I could also just use VS Code, but it's kind of nice having it all integrated in the editor. Enemy slot. Everybody wants to be my enemy. And then player team container dot append, or no, player team container dot add child. Add the slot as a child. Same for the Enemy team container. There. Those are our slots. Is there like a enumerate thing for this stuff, or do I have to do it a different way? Man. For adding an index to this for loop. Functional programming, my beloved. Tell me about the game you're making. I've been silently here, so I know some of the television got sent out. Oh, sorry. I usually update my YouTube descriptions, but and put some stuff there, but haven't focused as much on like Twitch description stuff. Anyway, I'm making a Phase Connect, Phase Jam autobattler. I'm making an autobattler for the Phase Jam. I guess I can demo it right now. It might be a little broken. Let's see how broken it is actually. Here. I'm making an autobattler. Where's the window? Here's the window. Okay. Press start. We have 2 characters. Oh, they're draggable. Oh no, it's the dragging part is broken because we don't have references to certain things. But anyway, if we start combat, it's doing something, I think. Anyway, they're fighting each other and then they die. Okay, let's just restart this. Okay, don't drag them because the dragging is not ready yet. We have an auto battler, so there would be a shop phase here. We haven't messed with that yet, but there's a shop phase and then we start combat. We messed up the something, the scale. The scale, right. We were flipping them horizontally by just having their X scale be negative. But we messed that up with the dragging, although the enemy team isn't supposed to be draggable in the first place. So, let's see how we rectify that actually. If draggable. Did I just do var draggable false? Wait a minute. If draggable. Where are we setting draggable? Where are we setting draggable to be true if this, for reaching here? But anyway, this is an auto battler. I'm taking inspiration a lot from Super Auto Pets, but I've only watched other people play Super Auto Pets. I've never actually played it myself. So this is going to be some weird amalgamation of Super Auto Pets and my experience with other roguelike games, namely Slay the Spire. In terms of trying to make it interesting with, synergies and combos. That's the idea. That's the vision. That's the plan. We'll see how we get there. Anyway. Uh-oh. Is the caffeine wearing off? Oh no, do I need more caffeine? So why did this tween start if no tweeners happen? Oh, I hate when these errors happen that just are coming from the engine but don't reference any goddamn scripts or you're calling them. Started with no tweeners. Hold on, settings, did we?
Above, to replace the body position with our initial position. And that's it. To use this, create an empty scene.
Oh, that works. That's doing what we want, right? Why doesn't that work? Whatever. Whatever, the dragging part isn't even working yet. I just want the character slots to be made and work. Where was I? We were in Team Manager. Okay, we're creating the character slots. Let me look over my notes again, because this shit is complicated. Even though I said it's totally easy. It's easy, guys, totally. Make the characters draggable on dragging character over character slot. Oh, right. In character, we had a line here. To do, set this in team manager. Set the current character slot for each character. Let's do that in team manager. Okay. Thing is, we need an index. We need an index into this char slots array. And normally we had like an I variable. But I want to do this in a more functional programming way, but I don't give a shit at this point. Var I int equals 0. And then I plus equals 1. I equals 0. And then I plus equals 1. Same thing. Frick. Okay. Get rid of these. I like playing Fortnite and Rocket League. Noise. Noise. I think I'm yet to actually play Fortnite. Man. Can't believe they got Hatsune Miku in Fortnite. It's crazy. It's literally everything now. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's mainstream. Hatsune Miku's in the mainstream. That's wild to me. Bro, what? You didn't hear about Hatsune Miku in Fortnite? They're adding Hatsune Miku in Fortnite, or they might have already added her. I don't follow Fortnite that much. I just know that they added Miku to Fortnite. Metal Gear 5, The Phantom Pain. I have some friends who played the game and enjoy it. So, again, on the maybe, I'll try it out someday. No, I don't pay attention to Fortnite. Oh well. Get with the times, old man. Myself included. Ugh. I'm gonna need a more video game soundtracks, I feel, for Coding Stream BGM. And I feel like we're at 2 hours. That means this playlist is looped like twice. Anyway. Okay. Char dot cur character slot equals self character. Where's the slots? Player team slots. Index I. And then same but for enemy slots. And then char dot. Where's that draggable? I think there's something weird with how we're using draggable. Do we ever make it? Draggable if oh. I want to rename this. This is not what I expect of a variable named draggable. I expect that to be mouse over. If mouse over and draggable. Mouse over equals true, mouse over equals false. Then if draggable. There, okay. That sounds better. So now draggable is by default false. And now for enemy team, char.draggable is false. And then player team, char.draggable is true. Don't add the characters to the things. And then self-player team slots of I dot. Let's add a function to this character slot to set the, yeah. Func set character. Character. Do find the naming a bit weird. var character is a character, which is null by default. Set character equals. Wait, I don't need a freaking setter for this. I'll just use a variable directly. What am I doing? What am I doing? Frick this OP BS. Character equals char. OP and direction BS. We're not doing anything special with these setter methods. This is just data. It's just data. Frick you, OP. And then enemy team slots. So now the character has a reference to his character slot. And then enemy team has a reference, or the slot has a reference to the character. Actually we do need a setter. Frick. No, I will stay in the pits and play my Doom clones. I mean, I like my Doom clones too, but sometimes, meh. Sometimes you want something new and fresh. That's what I like about Ultra Kill and the, like, I guess the space of retro indie shooters is that it's doing something new and fresh. Like Hog Sticker in Rocket League, I don't know what that is, but cool, good for you. We set a current character slot. We set the reference. Slots character. Why do we need this to render? Why do we need to set the character on the slot? For rendering purposes? Because we want it as a child of the character slot. Do we actually want it as a child of the character slot? Or do we just want the position to be on its character slot? I don't think we actually need the character slot. Huh. Well, the thing is we need it in the tree somewhere. And so the most logical to place it, the most logical place to place it in the tree would be inside the character slot, right? So I think I'm going to do that anyway. The challenge is going to be moving it around. Moving it from one slot to the other. We'll have to do some like in-tree checks and then reparent it. Well, just reparent it. Yeah, just reparent it. And then update its position. Okay, so unless we don't insert it into... Heck, we could just add it as a child of the team manager and just update its global position based on the character slots. That's another option. But... that would actually save some headache, wouldn't it? Characters don't actually need anything other than a reference to the character slot. It doesn't need to be tied to the character slot in another way. We can just do self add child character. And then char.global position. Equals self player var slot equal, we'll do something like this, var slot equals self player slots I slot, and we can type this slot character equals char. So slot has a reference to the character has a reference to the slot, or for position purposes, and then set its global position to the slot dot global position. Yeah, let's do that. And then it's a bit annoying to copy this over, but oh well. Do this. Slot is the enemy team slot this time. Set reference to thing. Set the slots reference to the character. I don't even know if that's necessary anymore. Why would a slot need a reference to its character? Huh. I guess it wouldn't. Huh? Huh? What? If we don't need a reference to it, then I say frick that. Character slot, get rid of this thing. Oh, wait, is it relevant for if it has a character? No, we can handle all that logic inside Team Manager, I think. I'd rather handle it here, so we have everything in one place. I think. Ag. South global position. Current slot equals slot. And then this slot is also a slot. And then self add child char. And then we'll also have shop slots. Let's run this and see what happens. Cannot call method instantiate. Oh, we didn't set the character slot scene. Dir. Okay, go into main team manager inspector. Also, next shots at 6. Upload the character slot scene. Okay, play. I don't know where the enemy is. That the enemy one? Enemy team container add child. Can't add child character slot to HBox container. Already has a parent. Already has a parent HBox container. This? Oh, duh. Wait, duh. This should be enemy slot. Okay. Okay. Add test character did something. Okay. Oh, we aren't making them invisible anymore. Hold on. We make the slots invisible, but actually we don't want the slots invisible. We want... Hold on, team manager. Can I rename this? Player slot container. Also, this add test character probably needs to be to do update for slots. Yeah, that needs to be fixed. Little brother's hitting and throwing everything. Oh no, those poor iPad kids. Oh no, Gen Alpha. Hey, we're 2 days away from Gen Beta, by the way. After the new year. Any babies after the new year, they're gonna be Gen Beta. We're finally gonna have beta males. As opposed to alpha males. Imagine being a beta. Can't be me. Imagine being an alpha. Damn. Sounds way cooler than Zoomer. Or Gen Y. Millennials. Hello? Hello, Chico Champon. We're still coding. That was my favorite beef jumper. I'm jumping for that beef. You know, a 1 block vertical jump, that's nothing to me. Make that 10 times out of 10. I'm a Zoomer. Neat. Congrats. Congrats on being a Zoomer. God, the Zoomer... I feel like... There's like I feel a bit of a disconnect between like older Zoomer and younger Zoomer. Like within the generation. There is like a noticeable cultural divide. That could just be, I don't know, just the difference of age ranges, but yeah, I don't know. Grinding away at that coding. Yep, it's going. It's going. What was I doing? What was I doing here? What was broken here? Oh, right. Hiding the team manager team as opposed to the combat manager team. More billions must code. Older Zoomers tend to be less brain rotted, but that could just be different levels of maturity. Lots of factors come into play. Yeah, like growing up on touch screens versus desktop and laptop computers. God, I worry about the technology literacy of the younger generations, just because everything is so touchscreeny and we're getting farther and farther away from, I don't know, any kind of having to understand how the computer works. iPad kids are hosed when it comes to understanding basic file systems. Yeah, like my dad. My dad. I try to explain what a file system is to him every time, but it's like he doesn't want to learn. Or he's trying, but he can't figure it out. But I guess that's what happens when everything abstracts away the file system from you. What's this app data? The app has its own data. The app takes care of its own data. You don't have to worry what a file system is. You don't have to worry how to copy and paste a file. That's what I worry about with the league chat project I'm working on with Bunny, with Chase Rabbit. Is the whole user experience of it. But I feel like to be a VTuber or just streamer, maybe not streamer, but to be a VTuber, you need enough technical. You need to understand what a file system is in order to set up your goddamn VTuber model. Or at the very least, understand how to navigate a file system. You can only simplify it so much. Really illustrates the importance of parents educating their kids. I've seen some Zoomers who are way smarter than I am due to being exposed to a lot of info growing up. Yeah. What a shame that so many people just don't have the time to parent properly. I don't know, I feel like I was kind of left to my own devices probably way too much as a kid. But at least it got me to be very familiar with how computers work. At least I wasn't raised on I guess I was raised on some YouTube brain rot, but that was a very different time for YouTube. Late 2000s YouTube. And then early 2010s YouTube. Compared to now. And TikTok and YouTube Shorts and all that. The basic level of knowledge to get into it. turned you into a furry dog. Why I didn't know about that. It's over. It's so over. I'm gonna grab you. Okay. What am I doing? Make a character. Look from the character. Position. Go. Oh right. We're trying to keep getting distracted by chat. Chat. How could you? Eye switch. An Apple logo sticker on my Nintendo Switch calling it eye switch. That's funny. That's based. Imagine being a furry. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Yep. Imagine who could be a furry right now in this chat? Who? Haha. Haha. Okay. How are we hiding the characters? We are making a character container. And just make that a control. Add child node. Control. Not this. In team manager. Make this character container. So use for visibility, not positioning. Yeah, do that. Okay. We renamed players. Oh yeah, we renamed this. And then we can rename this too. Or we should rename this from, where is it? This should be, yeah, rename this. Also, we don't want to hide the slots. We just want to hide the character container. Same here. Character container dot visible equals true. And when we append child, we add child, we do self dot character container dot add child. Container dot add child. Yeah. What kind of life decisions leads to one becoming a VTuber? Imagine being a VTuber. Haha, couldn't be me. Oh wait. Oh wait. Alright, enemy team isn't draggable. Player team is draggable. We start combat. What the fuck happened? They're invisible. We start combat and they're invisible. The slots stay, the characters hide. But that was because we were going to copy them over to the combat manager, right? Player team container, enemy team container, start combat, clear the teams. For character in team manager player team. Oh, where were we adding? No, we're adding them to the thing here, right? Hello, Danica. Hello, Magis. This game needs some big boba. I am looking for artists. I am looking for artists. Open thing. I was thinking we could do it like have it be open to like having multiple artists work on it and have like alternate skins for the characters, the face sounds. Hello, Danica. But I'll worry about later when I actually have eyes on this and we actually have something interesting to play. So why? Character my duplicate. Oh, wait. We made characters no longer be controls. They're node 2Ds. So their positions aren't being updated. Huh. So we still need reference to the slots. That's in Team Manager. I guess we can do the I thing. Var I 0 I plus equals 1. I love doing it like this instead of a better, more functional way. Okay, whatever. Char.global. Oh shit. No, we want to unify this code. It's gonna get really annoying. We're gonna have a lot of duplicated code if we do it like this. The main thing, I don't want to duplicate the switching slots code. Or like the visuals of that. It's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be awkward. It's not good. That's not good. Good. Rah. Unless I just duplicate them anyway. Duplicate it anyway. Then I need slots in here too. Oh man. I need slots in here too. Let's see. Where's my notes here? Okay. Make combat manager. Talk to team manager to update positions on def. Or I make a helper library used by both combat manager and team manager to manage positions. Or a manager. How about a slot manager? It's a little awkward. It's a little awkward. This whole thing is a little awkward and unwieldy, but necessary complication, right? Necessary complexity, as always. I just don't like the idea of it. Okay, what is slot manager gonna do? And this is not gonna be a team manager, it's gonna be a slot manager. Okay, we have slot manager. What does slot manager do? EP a little. It could be the caffeine wearing off. But this is a surprisingly tough problem to do for the first time. What does that look like? Right now we have team manager. Team manager contains the slots. Team manager, make team manager talk to slot manager. Have slot manager create the slots. Have slot manager create the slots. I still need to finish Donkey Kong 64. Slop manager. Yep, more slop for you to consume. This video game is slop. Oh man. How's this gonna work? How's this gonna work? How is this gonna work here? Slot manager has 6 slots for each team. And then slot manager. What else does it do? Just make it have helper functions to move around. The characters, I guess. But I feel like a lot of the work is still gonna have to be done by combat manager and team manager. I'm trying to think what logic would I actually get going now. Good stream, alright. He hates me, he hates me! He's gonna stop watching because he hates the stream because this is boring ass content. Thank you for watching. Thank you. But yeah. I don't know, I feel like this is naturally going to be kind of boring, right? No matter how excited I get about it. I don't know. I feel like Primogen is a very high energy coding streamer. So maybe if I was more like him, then it could be more interesting. But I'm more... God. How do I do this freaking thing? And then I spend like 5 minutes thinking to myself. Just how all these programming problems go. We're guilt maxing. We're guilt maxing. I'm here to guilt max you into giving me attention. Imagine the collective human attention being wasted watching the entirety of streamers, the entirety of VTubers even. Playing Smashy Road Arena. Neat. What am I doing? Yeah. Hold on, when you kill a character, we update its pause, and then we need to actually update its like global position. Is it more I just need to move the slots out of Team Manager just so they're accessible from both in a way that doesn't make me hate the way it's laid out. Actually, no, that sounds a lot smarter, is to have just have a reference to the slots. Yeah, alright. Heck, it could just be a control, change type. No, have it be a node. Alright, slots. Let's call it character slots. I guess just copy these, yeah. Do it the same way. Paste. 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 Alright, create a script, character slots. Move some logic out of Team Manager, mostly just these. Move these. And then export bar max slots int equals 6. So I was in Team Manager, max car slots, yeah. Copy this logic into here. Copy the character slot scene into here. One sec, BRB. Help. Help. Actually, no, this works, right? We have character slots, and then we need the character slot containers, which we have. Wow. Oh, using the bathroom really helps you clear your mind. Really nice to clear your mind. Remember how you're gonna do stuff like this. This is so awkward having this many copies of the slot containers. I actually, no, I can get rid of the slot containers from both of them now that I think about it. Hold on. So shop manager, team manager. Team manager? Team manager. Cruise and Blast on Switch or arcade. Is that like the old school racing something? Those games. Nice. I remember like Cruising USA or whatever. I don't think I ever played it that much though. Or played it at all. But anyway, if the slots are no longer in Team Manager and they're no longer in Combat Manager, we can just get rid of them. And that's good. That's good. And then we can just have like a character for, or the container for the characters in the scene and then update their global positions. Using the character slots. Also, we can get rid of this control? Or does the container have to be child of control? Was the control just for the spacing, was it? Yeah, for the... Okay, yeah, maybe. Maybe keep those like that. Also, these slots should probably be a lot farther apart. At least a separation of 200. You know, given that the slots are 200 wide. Maybe 220. 20 pixels of space between them. Okay, so there's that. Character slots. Slot container. Character slot scene, is that? The order in which these are ready probably matters. The order... Order. In the morning, what am I doing? Also, one sec. Sorry, I had to deal with more stuff. More stuff today. Why is everything... I mean, I guess it's just like the day before New Year's Eve, but stuff! Okay. I'm trying to focus on my coding, goddammit! This is much more important than real-life obligations. Stuff, yeah. Okay, honestly, I just want to... keep these slots in here and then just have like a, instead of these slot containers and all, just use a reference to the export var slot. Yeah, give this a class name, character slots. Go back to team manager. Is a character slots. And these aren't working anymore because we are no longer adding the slots here. I can just call deferred here, right? Call deferred, load initial. Just so we make sure the slots are ready. Stuff. That's my ADHD in a nutshell. I'm stuff. No, this is fine, right? Come on, add test character, update this for the slots. Okay. Add. Player team append character, and then do. Actually, yeah, just wait, just copy this shit. Just copy this. Okay, get rid of I, because now var slot equals self player team dot len. It's a length of the player team. If slot I is greater than or equal to max char slots, return. It's because team is full. Char def is, oh, we've got our char def. Rather, we didn't have char def. Oh, hold on. No, I should be committing, but I kind of, Oh, test character, that's what we had, okay. That works, right? Okay, for the test character. In the character container, we add the character. And we no longer need references to the character slots, these slots. Or rather, we need to get these from character slot. No. Or in Team Manager, we have a reference to slots. Yeah, we just called it slots for ease of stuff. Slots dot and rename slots, and then slots dot that. Okay. Let's get rid of these. Kill them. Kill them. Lag all tweaking on my games, I swear. Yep, sorry about the lag. It was me. I'm sorry. I'm DDoSing your internet right now. I am griefing your experience right now, so you're forced to pay more attention to the Neapolitan coding stream. Sorry about that. Slots as character slots. Okay, I'm liking how this feels a lot better. Delete these. Combat manager, same. We didn't even have references to slots, but yeah. Well, I guess we did. Okay, export var. Slots is a character slots. And then these slots, player team slots, enemy team slots. I don't know if we're referencing them anywhere. I guess not. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of these player team containers, enemy teams containers. These are for the visuals, so we should just have a this character container. Hi teams character container dot visible equals false. Same for this character container visible equals true. Replace these with character container 2. Yep. Same here. We want to set the global positions. Char.global position equals slots dot player team slots. I want to rename that. Hold on. I don't like how that's named. Since it's the slots now, we should name these to just player team and enemy team. Slots dot player team, slots dot enemy team. And that means renaming them everywhere, so that's fine. I dot global pause. Same here. Char dot global pause equals slots enemy team I global pause. Team manager, these are now slots dot player team and slots dot enemy team. I love renaming things. Okay. How much more? I'll put cheese on my cheeseburger. You don't like cheese on your cheeseburger? I may be slightly lactose intolerant, but I'll still eat cheese on my cheeseburger. I still like the taste. Dude, beef fat and American cheese just goes so well on a smash burger. Mmm. Yum. It's a meme. I'm still gonna react to it as if there was some dude who was serious about getting mad about cheese on your cheeseburger. Alright. And this doesn't really need to be anywhere. This character. Also a character container. Get rid of these. Kill them. Okay. Set the global positions, and then when we update the positions, I mean, these probably should. Oh, does my duplicate also set the pause? I should add a function, func set char pause. Character, I, int. Have it do this. Set the character dot pause equals I, then set their global position to. Oh, char.team equals character dot team dot player our slot equals slots dot player team of I if it's player else slots dot enemy team of I. And then assert I is less than or equal to max. Hold on. Less than slots dot max slots. Set the character pause, okay, and then set their global position to slot.global position. Okay, now we set char pause. For a character, yep. And we'll probably use this helper function elsewhere. Same here. Set char pause, char I. And we don't even have to worry about the teams. Oh, we don't even have to worry about the teams? Oh, wait. Or, well, yeah, we still need to loop over the player team and the enemy team. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Here. Bar new pause equals it's this. Their team I pause minus equals 1. Our char is player team I. New pause is char dot pause minus 1. Oh, is this not? Oh, we're overriding this. Okay, var. car to move. And this is car to move, pause, and then we call set char pause, char to move, and then new pause. Copy this. Do the same for enemy index, enemy team. Do this. And this is enemy team of I. Welcome back. I think the positioning got fucked. Oh well. Oh no, wait, that's not fucked. This is expected. This is expected. Oh, this is working. It just works. It's a draw. Or is it? Well, there's something weird after the thing happens. Let's see. I mean, first, these slots are massive. These slots are massive. So I think we're going to have to scale down the characters even more. For like full screen, yeah. Okay, yeah, make the characters tiny, make the slots tiny. Yeah, do that. And I guess this whole static body can just be resized. The base scale 0.25. And this collision shape also. 100 by 100. Maybe like 100 by 150. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Do that. Main character slots. Make these spacing. Fits 100, then do like 110. See how this looks. Why are they placed there? Hold on. Oh, we have the player and we have the enemy. I think we have something messed up in Team Manager. In load initial teams. Slots is slot player team. Slot is slot enemy team. Global pause is the slot's global position. The test character was doing what we expected. Had the teams. We're adding this to the player team. Initial player team, enemy team. We're adding this to the enemy team. Why is the thing not doing the thing? Alright, character slots, player slot container, enemy slot, player team, enemy team. That's the player team, that's the enemy team. This is the player team, this is the enemy team. Why does this not work? This is like very close to working, and I'm probably gonna end stream soon because I have to deal with some stuff. Oh no, I'm gonna lose another day to New Year's Eve. Oh, we're gonna be so behind on working on this project. We're gonna just barely get like a barely working build out the door for the deadline probably. Ugh, but oh well. Won't have any time for feedback and iteration. But I'll save that for the post-jam updates. I will submit my jam build to the jam. I'll leave it untouched for a week to be judged fairly against the other game jam submissions. And I'll be working on updates in the background. And hopefully responding to feedback. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait, once we add a test character, it seems to work. Wait, then it must be somewhere we're updating the global position wrong. Especially like initially. Right? Which slot is this? The player team? This slot is the enemy team? Oh, and also this. Hold on. Goes. Did we set a char dot? Yeah, base scale times -1. There, do that. That works. And here's the player. That is so weird. Also, they're rendering under the character slots. So maybe make the Z index different. Slots should have a Z index of yeah, this sprite. Z index -1. Oops. And then the background needs to be Z index -2 or something. Okay, there we go. Why is this pip starting there? Other than that, it just works, right? No longer draggle, and now it's doing the thing. We can't change the slot order, it's a little weird. And if I want 6 slots, then I should actually move these slots. So wait a minute. You're anchored center bottom. Wait. Let's reset. No. Okay. You be over here. You anchor. Just do it -100 and then -20, I guess. Sure. It's probably yeah, there. Do that. You. Wait a minute. Anchor center. Wait a minute. Something's weird about this positioning. Oh, why does this have a size of 40 by 40? Let's do that. Okay, let's do that and then yeah, -80. That's 121, -180. And this 120. -80. Something like that. does that look off, not centered? Some UI bullshit. By default, the pivot is top left corner. That's why. 20 by 20, yeah. In the center. Why does that not look centered at all? What the hell? Unless the position is also top left corner. In that case, let's just make them size 0. Reset the pivot offset. Now they're even. Now if we play. That looks very off. I have no idea where the player's character is. Here, remote tree. Actually, yeah, if we're trying to adjust the visuals, just add instantiate some slots. Oh. Oh. Alright, and then 6 for good measure. What does this mean for our positioning? It also means we probably want a separation of 100. I think our canvas is just too small. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go into project settings. Yeah, viewport width and viewport height. I guess we can just do 720p. And yeah, that adjusts how our background should be. Okay. Still not full size, so quarter size. Alright, good. We have a 720p canvas now, okay, and now position minus, yeah, minus 600. Why is it relative now? Why is it relative now? Why is it like this? Oh wait, no, that's the... It's this control. No, we want this to be... Yeah, position, yeah, 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 600. 6 Or wait, is that left to right? Oh, fuck. What if we do alignment end? Here, what if I copy, paste? Ugh. Okay, fine. You win. Oh, huh. Yeah, even this isn't big enough. I mean, I guess I could just make the characters smaller. Let's do that, yeah. Base scale 0.2. How big is that? Like 1/5 of, yeah, 80 pixels? They're 80 pixels now. Wait, is that right? Hold on. We went from 100 pixels wide to 80 pixels wide. This character slot. Oh, so this would be 0.4. Yeah. Character slots are 0.4 scale. Characters are 0.2 scale. Main. Update the spacing on these. Just do a 10 pixel margin. Or even 8 pixel margin, yeah. 8 pixel spacing. Oh. Oh, it's the size. You know what? Yeah, let's just do that. Alignment center. Like that. Let's make this size 600. Alignment center. Position. Yeah, minus 600. Why that works, but it seems to be roughly aligned. Oh, because top left. Whatever. UI is a headache. Okay, we still got a bit of goofiness. Yeah, with this guy. And even these guys too. Actually, hold on. Well, first we gotta get rid of these. Delete these character slots. These get added dynamically. No way, it just works now. Great. Yay. Yippee! We haven't done the changing slots yet, but looks like it's working. Hey, didn't see you. Hello, Islove. Hello. Yeah. Okay, that seems like a great stopping point. But I still want to at least do moving the spaces. So I did a bit of work off screen on updating positions. Let's see, update positions on the kill, don't play attack anim if no target, and then adjust the attack anim. I did 3 commits off stream before this stream. Let's see, characters, add slots and dragging. All right, and then also some layout changes. Whew. Oh boy. We were almost there to get the dragged over the character slot, otherwise return the original character. So We have that logic here to do call a team manager function to update this character slot. Or I guess this would be... Yeah, this would be in team manager because they're not draggable in combat. We just set draggable false, right? Combat manager, start combat, clear teams. Char.draggable equals... We'll just double check that they're not draggable in combat by just setting it there. Okay. Like electric cars as much as Sonic, as much as Mario? Wow. He likes both Sonic and Mario. That's... probably a good attitude to have, I think. That's good. Yeah, enjoy more things. Enjoying more things is better than enjoying less things. Some people love to tribalize and have tribalism be haters of the other group, but you know, we need more Sonic Mario unity. Yeah, okay, so they're not draggable in combat. Yep. Team manager thing. Team manager thing. And they're gonna update how they follow the thing. Okay. Might mute for a sec. Do I copy this helper function? Do I copy this helper function? And repeat myself? Or... It's probably better to put that in slots. I'm putting it in slot manager. Or slots. Whatever that is. Song's giving me Luigi's Mansion vibes. Yeah, that was one generation after N64. Grant Kirkhope. I don't know. I never played Luigi's Mansion, so I'm not too familiar with the soundtrack. But yeah, I like Grant Kirkhope stuff. Partially nostalgia, partially still enjoying it today. This is the DK64 soundtrack, by the way. Donkey Kong 64 for the Nintendo 64. Oh, we named it character slots, of course. Okay. Ah, clean, orderly, dry code. I love refactoring to make things less annoying to work with until you make them too annoying to work with by over extracting. But I think this was a necessary change. I think this is a good change. It's a little messy way to do it, but yeah, do that. crap, do I need to make... I set team manager as global, but I don't know if we're calling it anywhere. Yeah, we don't need this. But we will do slots, bar slots. Yeah. Eggman or Bowser? Depends on how much time he has to repair. And I feel like Eggman's machines always kind of fail. Bowser has surprising amount of resources. I guess Eggman has a lot of resources sometimes, but I don't know, Sonic Team always kind of destroys his stuff. I feel like if Sonic Team can destroy Eggman's robots, Bowser can probably destroy Eggman's robots as well. We're talking about the power scaling. There was a whole Twitter thread talking about the different design of Bowser in like the Mario movie versus in Smash. Does Eggman get prep time? Of course, you gotta ask that question. You gotta make sure. I love globals, I love globals. Motherboard came in and I'm prepping to do open heart surgery on my PC. A little nervous. It's been a while since I did that. Neat. Oh, so you're replacing the motherboard? Neat. Good luck. Or rather, you're building it for the first time, right? Either way. Good luck with that. I know the putting the CPU in and pressing down on the things could get pretty scary. Just yeah. Be calm. Place the thermal paste in the right spot and not like that one tech magazine media editor or whatever who put the thermal paste between the CPU and the pins. Yeah. And good luck with your new PC. Have fun. Okay, slot index is I. Same here, but enemy slot. Now we have references. Now character. This is me. Yeah, self. Yeah, hello JPZ. Hello. Hello. Dragon car slot. Let me see if this actually is doing anything. No? Oh, it has to do with the mouse over, doesn't it? On static body 2D mouse entered. This has something to do with Godot mouse ordering stuff. I just want it to always be active though. Yeah, something like collision object 2D. Oh, it's not pickable. Okay. Oh, we're not updating the characters thing. Oops. Self.cur character slot equal state drag end. This is going to do something weird where the enemy character slots are pickable. So how about we just here. Where's the pickable? Hold on. This is character, not character slot. This is character slot. Pickable. Okay. This is behaving very weirdly. We'll come back. I've been muted for a while, but you know, you still got some weird things to consider. We still need a reference to game state team manager, just so we can update the order in the team manager here. Yeah, this is shit. This small little thing is probably a vast majority, a very big part of the work on this game. Jesus. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, the swapping logic is not completely done because actually, yeah, that's it. The swapping part of the swapping logic is not done yet. And then we also are checking if, or is it in character slot? Not in character slot, in the character itself. If whether or not, we're not checking whether or not the slot is empty. So we probably do need a reference to the actual, there being a character or not in the slot for checking if we're merging or if we can't swap it there reasons. The other part is moving the characters to the front. Actually, yeah, updating the order in Team Manager. We still need a reference to Team Manager. We're just going to update the order of the characters in the array because that's relevant for gameplay purposes. Otherwise, they're all going to be like moved to the front, which is fine. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like 2 more things regarding character dragging and slots right now that we need. I'm starting to lose hope that this is going to be done to a reasonable degree by the end of the game jam, but honestly, I don't mind. I'm totally down to keep working on this after the submission deadline. Because usually, okay, because usually when the phase members do end up playing the phase jam games, it's usually a good while after the judging period, I feel. I guess it just depends, but this might be unfair to the other entries, but I am willing to put in more time after the deadline is passed for this project specifically. But again, I'm gonna leave the judging build, so like the game jam submission build, as a separate thing for the period of the judging period. For the judging period. For the sake of fairness in the competition. So if you are going to play this game and rate games in the game jam, please use that build for the sake of fairness to the other projects. Anyway, I'm hungry. My brain's a little tired. And I also have, well, if I have the chance, I'll do more work on stream. If not, I might do work off stream. But yeah, thank you all for coming. Let's see, drag character slots. We'll put that in done. And then swap, check if slot is empty. And then swap, update care order in Team Manager. Move characters front, I think it's already technically happening with the way we have it, the logic set up. So that means, this means the array. Yeah, Team Manager array. And then swap check if slot is empty. That means we need to add, let's make a new note. Add a reference to the character, or yeah, add a reference to the character in the slot. And check from character. Alright, sounds good. Okay, we're saving that for later. For later. I am, yeah, again, I'm starting to lose hope on this being done to a reasonable degree by the end of a jam, but I'll try and get something out. It's all important foundational work. You're one of the few streamers I genuinely watch. Thank you. That's like a genuine compliment to me, because I know there's a lot of content out there that people could be watching. We're all clamoring for that attention. We're all fighting for that sea of limited human attention, right? So I guess I don't have to think of it that cynically, but if I am providing something that you enjoy, then that makes me feel good. You'll do fine, bro. I believe it. Thank you, Pump Pump. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna calm down, clear my mind. No expectations. No ego. Find your inner self, your inner peace. I'm making this because I think it's a cool idea, and I also want to explore the design space of an autobattler, because I think there's some cool stuff, and I want to make like an interesting PvE autobattler first before I start worrying about like PvP and balancing that. So yeah, some interesting synergies and some fun attack animations and stuff. So yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you lurkers. Thank you chatters, everyone. We're gonna read the names. Parasocial name reading. Thank you Justin Unimpeachable. Thank you Xeno Goku. Thank you Luna Gladius. Thank you Suzuki Zuriko. Thank you for the raid. Thank you Pom Pom. Thank you Cyclocus. Thank you Bapper McBapper. Thank you Gracie Piniera. Thank you Chica Champon. Thank you Madjusk. Thank you Danica. Thank you Islef. Thank you JPZ. Thank you Monkey Boy, and thank you JK VT, and thank you JK for the raid. Thank you, and thank you Trow. Name reading. Okay. Alright. What do we do now? Who's still alive? Who's still watching? Lurkers on Twitch. I don't know if you're still here from the raid, but thank you. You know what, let's actually find someone to raid on Twitch. I feel like I don't do this enough. Who am I following? Who's live? Who is deserving of your attention? You know what, Seely's raided me before. Let's raid Seely on Twitch. Alright. Twitch viewers. Bye, and then we'll find someone to unofficially raid on YouTube. Again, I can't actually raid on YouTube. We'll raid, who are we raiding? We're raiding. Also, I feel like I'm missing another raid. Did we get raided by someone else? Oh well. Well, no, I think it was those two, right? Well, if I'm forgetting them, well, sorry, but oh well. Okay. We're raiding. Alright, let me post the unofficial raid link for YouTube as well. Alright. Unofficial YouTube raid, click the thing, wake up lurkers if you wanna do the thing. Alright, click the thing, alright. And then Twitch, you get an actual raid because Twitch actually lets small streamers do an actual raid. Okay, bye everyone. Otsu Neo, bye bye. Otsu Game Dev. Raid now. Adios, amigo. Otsu Neo. Otsu. Alright, bye bye.